y'all, SherriG. Thanks for stopping by the channel. So I'm about to head out of town for just a quick little getaway, and I thought I'd drop a video really quick. It looks like Latisha Scott is a little upset and she's putting subliminals out in the interverse. Yeah, it looks like she's a little ticked off. So anyway, I am going to drop a video just to kind of go over what I think it is that she's really saying in this particular, I guess, rant, you might say, or better yet, subliminal message. Now, before I do, keep in mind the views I express, it's alleged, it's of opinion, it's for fair use, and all that jazz. If you haven't done so, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me go ahead and run my disclaimer, and I'll be right back with my commentary. Hang tight. Okay, y'all, so it looks like Tisha is upset and sending out, like I said, subliminal messages. Let me just go ahead and read the message that she sent out, share my commentary, and get your thoughts. So she's saying here, stop allowing people to lie to you. Get your own understanding. Hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville fans. Hashtag Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's the reason they speak before it airs. So, of course, a lot of people were speculating that she was addressing this to the blogs and some of the recent allegations that are out there as it pertains to Scope Industries. I don't think so. For one, that would mean putting their real dirt out there, and we know that's not going to happen. We know that we're not going to really see anything of real substance, at least not in my opinion, when it comes to Scolt and how they've been handling certain things on the show. Everything that we've learned so far about Scolt recently has been off camera, and none of that has been addressed on the shows ever, going back to the allegations or the lawsuit with Sid Garden. That was never addressed. So I seriously doubt that they've done some filming around these two most recent allegations. And I'm sure there might be more. But anyway, like I said, people are speculating that it is in direct response to things that have happened in these YouTube streets. Again, I don't think so. I mean, like I said, we know they aren't going to own their real dirt on the show. They're not going to air it out there. What have we seen from them outside of attacking Mel? Oh, excuse me. And dragging Kiki. We've only seen them packing boxes. We've seen Marceau treading dirt while being schooled on the placement of rebar. We've seen a plastic fake friendship between Marceau and Gino, allegedly, in my opinion. And in my opinion, we've seen a plastic fake business relationship between Courtney and Tisha. We've seen what? The black business exposure pop-up shop, which showed to me just how green they really are. We've seen the labeling of the girls' hair products, which are allegedly white labeled. People are actually saying those are Stormy's products. So again, nothing of real substance. So to address the blogs would mean they'd have to expose their truths. And again, I don't believe that's going to happen. To address those things would actually mean to bring on camera the people who are involved in those allegations. Again, I don't think that's going to happen. Now, they could kind of talk about those situations in a roundabout way, but again, I don't think those things are going to happen. I feel that Tisha is addressing Kiki. But because we know Kiki has been talking, she's done some lives, and she actually just recently did a live where she addressed the trailer that OWN put out there. So again, in my opinion, I think she is addressing Kiki because of that. Although I think she's a little misled. I don't know if she really listened intently to what Kiki said, because if she did, she would realize that Kiki did try to clear her name up, but she really didn't give a lot of the details as far as what we were going to see in the scenes. But as far as things being said before the scenes, well, actually, information is already out there. And so Kiki, in my opinion, is just addressing what's already out there and what we've already seen. So, for instance, she did address that that police incident wasn't true. The whole Home Depot ordeal. She also addressed that being on drugs or her having a relapse, that wasn't true. And I don't, like I said, think it was necessarily to get ahead of any scenes, but only addressing things that we have already seen and been exposed to by way of the YouTube streets. One, because information was leaked to a blogger, allegedly, and allegedly it was by one of her castmates. That castmate being none other than Tiffany, allegedly. So that's that whole Home Depot ordeal. The other reason why I think she addressed things, the other thing that was put out there. So the Home Depot deal, first of all, let me backtrack. The Home Depot deal was ordeal was put out before OWN even released it in a trailer. So first it was put out in these YouTube streets, right? She addressed that. And then secondly, it was put out on the recent trailer of OWN, or one of their most recent trailers, right? So it was that, and then it was her family and everyone insinuating that she could have perhaps had a relapse. Maybe she's dealing with drugs again. So yeah, she did address those things in her life, and I don't blame her, because to me, these two incidents were like a feeble attempt, or a horrible attempt, a horrible, evil attempt to defame her name and rip her character apart. So, of course, I would go out and try to clear up as much as I can without revealing everything, all of the details. And she didn't. She said that we'll see how it plays out in the scenes. But she did want us to know that, number one, she didn't steal anything. And she actually did a live of her a while ago when this whole Home Depot thing was first put out, of her in Home Depot shortly after it happened. So she addressed that right away. It had nothing to do with a scene. I didn't know that that was even going to be shown on the show. I was actually shocked that it was shown on the show. But anyway, like I said, I don't blame her, because they're just trying to tear away at her character, defame her name, in my opinion. And this is real life, right? So these are things that she really has to deal with. These speculations, these allegations, the picture that's being painted is something she has to deal with in her real life. So why do I have to wait for a scene to play out? No, I'm going to address it now. The information's already been put out there. People are already gossiping about it. There's already rumors out there, speculations being made. Yeah, I'm going to address what I need to address now. And even if she did address exactly what was going to happen and how things were going to play out, so what? But she didn't do that. I feel that Tisha's anger is a little misguided, that she probably needs to sit down and sit with her husband, because they have bigger things to worry about. The recent allegations about school industries and how they are robbing people of their money, doing shoddy work, incomplete work, all of the things that, Zen Gardens accused them of, the things that Zen Gardens is taking them to court for here in just a little while. So I really feel like she needs to sit down and direct all of her energy toward having conversations with her husband and figuring out how they're going to climb up from that. I don't think, like, there were two people who, recently made allegations. The first one, Bugs, she was involved in that because that happened at the barbershop that she actually allegedly, supposedly owns, right? She owns that building. Her company owns that building. So, of course, she would be involved in that. But the other, it was a woman by the name of Joy. And she knows nothing about that, I'm sure. So I'm sure she's shocked because when it comes back to the bug situation, she was a little taken aback by some of the things that had transpired, between Bugs and Marcel that she didn't know about. So anyway, but of course she's going to sit down and side on the side of her husband. But yeah, she has bigger problems to worry about, like what's really going on, where this money really coming from, how did we really get this house remodeled. And those are just my opinions. That's just how I see it. So anyway, y'all, that's all I have for you for right now. I'll be gone for a couple of days, taking a short vacation. Time to get out of Dodge for a little while. We'll be celebrating our 39-year anniversary. Oh my God, I still can't. I can't believe that. Anyway, and I can't believe it because it just seems like, where did all this time go? Like, where did all this time go? Here we are in our 60s. Man, we've been married as long as people have been alive. Well, 39 years is a long time. Anyway, y'all, like I said, it'll be a couple of days, but I'll be back. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Until later, ciao.